brother Marines, we have arrived for the first time on Twitch. Here we are. Here we are. That's right. That's right. We're bringing it all here. That's right. All of it. And we're now on Twitch. Unstoppable. All shaky cam. Just like in all the movies. Oh, yes. And, much like other popular Twitch streamers, Baneblade! We've got Baneblade. Yes, that's right.
Are you sure about that?
Wow. Wow, it's so amazing. Now we will have to add in the... Where is it? I don't know where I added it, but it's somewhere. We'll add Slathe. There he is. Good old... that guy. That's right, Brother Marines. We are here today. There's so much shadow. What's going on with this? There's all this shadow. There's too much shadow. There's a lot of shadow going on here. Not sure what the deal is with that. Let's try the windows. Okay, let's see if that helped. Kind of. Kind of not really, though. We just pull that up so very slightly. Not too much. We're not just gonna go crazy with it. That seems a lot better. Okay. We have light. But we also don't have YouTube viewers. Let's adjust this. Bam. Done. Now it's Twitch. Haha! So crazy. Twitch viewers. Wait there. Oh, wow. Wow, this is getting intense. Now, Brother Marines. I, for some reason, was not able to log into YouTube when I wanted to stream, so that's why I'm here. Ha! Does that mean I'm going to have to download this video and then upload it to YouTube later? What a crock of shit. Talkie mushrooms. I don't know the rules here on Twitch. I don't know what I'm allowed to do. I'm new. I don't know what to do. This is totally different. It's not, but it totally is. And as far as I understand it, it is totally okay that I smoke weed on Twitch, for I am in Canada. And Canada, as a country, currently being led by a drama teacher, we now all have the ability to smoke weed legally. Let's see if I'm immediately banned after 5 seconds. Look at this. Look at this amount. Oh, wow. That is all totally Canada. It is Canadian cannabis in Canada. For I am in Canada, north of North Dakota. That's right. And in this country of the country that I am in, this is a totally legal practice. Not burping. That's actually, no, that's also legal. Now that I think about it, burping is also legal. That's right. Just going to flex my rights there, and possibly my diaphragm. Now, Brother Marines, as I don't know. This is really weird. This is wheelie weird. It's wheelie weird. Ah, yes. Now that I have returned, the Prince of all Saiyan warriors. Yes, me, Prince Vegeta. That's right. And who are you again? I don't quite remember. That doesn't really matter, because I only remember the important people, like me. So, let's see how bent I am after 5 seconds of being here on TwitchTube. This will now be a complete grand adventure, where, as we are in Canada, remember, we are in a place where this is totally legal. So thus, what I am doing is totally fine. For being in Canada means that cannabis, or marijuana, is legal. As you can see here, Anyway, we have our product. It's not our product, it's just, we have weed. It is purple. It is the Granddaddy Perp, or GDP strain, which is an indica strain of marijuana. This is not basing flock, although, come to think of it, that would be probably very fun. So, here we are, with our purple weed. Purple weed. Gonna pack it in my bowl, indeed, purple weed. Gonna smoke it, I want it all, agreed, purple weed. Make sure to pick out your stems and seeds, purple weed. After we're done, we'll paint and then proceed, purple weed. Also, I'm pretty sure if everything is working properly, which it should be using the, good, it's using the good microphone, not the shit talky mushroom. Am I allowed to swear on Twitch? Is that a thing? Is swearing on Twitch like you cannot swear excessively? It's like, well, what if I am like Ricky from Trailer Park Boys, and that's just the way that I speak naturally, and without being able to express myself properly, I would be pigeonholed into speaking like some sort of suited monkey, and that would not work for me. Purple weed. And then we're going to get on to librarian Ian Zachariah with his stuff. We've already done a decent amount of work because we wanted to get all that done. So we need to do a little bit of black paint on some areas. We need to, because some of them are a bit thinned. And then we need to do the silvers. And then we need to figure out what we're going to do with this sword, because he's got like a crazy like force sword and that. So, we have Jackula, and we have someone that is lictoring. Probably epic narrator, thinking that he's being all devious and mysterious. Alright. Now that should probably help with anxiety and things. So, on to painting our toy. Let's see if we can get it proper focus. Focus. Marines, have you no ammunition? Oh, wow, oh, yeah, you're right. Oh, wow, Colossus.
Bane Blade!
You got me. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, Colossus, you have gotten me. For the last time. Okay. enough being mean. Time to get to the modeling, because that's what we're all here for. Oh, my thing fell. No, my thing! It fell. So we're gonna be wanting to use our good old handy dandy. Where is it? Is it this one? It's this one. We're gonna use our trusted old Citadel small base brush, because I like it. It's just I just think it's the best brush. So we're gonna use that, and then we're going to paint some of the areas that are going to be needing metallics, and some of the areas that need to have their blacks done into a second coat, because it was just kind of done a thin coat really quick. So we're going to go right into that. And if you like this content, you can watch me on YouTube and Facebook, and I think there's an Instagram page that I never look at, and you can go on my Discord, and there are links on a totally other website, so you can go and try to find that, because you got Google, because I'm not your personal Google. So, let's get our painting palette. Chocolate rain. I keep getting a white ring of death, white ring of death. White ring of death, white ring of death, white ring of death. I keep getting a white ring of death, white ring of. I keep getting a white ring of death. I think it's you, 'cause I am watching the stream right now too, watching it. Okay, stop panicking, I am here. We got Skeptical Skeptic. He is following us. La 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 la. Okay, so I think we're good. It seems like it's fine. It's running fine to what I can see. So I think that might have been just you. So we got Skeptical Skeptic. How's it going, Brother Marine? Brother Marine, welcome to the stream. We are going to try... Our objective is to finish this librarian. Let's see if we can get some light again. We're going to try to finish this librarian before Epic Narrator has finished his mission. So we have a few areas that we need to paint black. I see a red marine, I want him painted black. I'm gonna paint this marine, I'm gonna paint it black. Well, not completely black. I see the whirlwind fly by. Dressed in their summer clothes. Okay, so I'm gonna need to, when I do the mask, I'm gonna need to grab a marine so I can make sure I do that on the right part. But until that, it's pretty much just gonna be painting blacks. So like this boot needs it, this knee pad needs it, this shoulder trim needs it, a few areas of this black, the black pack need it. The sword needs another coat. This handle here that I missed. There's cables that are running on the sides of his body there. I might want to do these skulls that are on the gloves, handle, and then I think that would be all we need to do for that. I think that's that. I was just reading through your Facebook thread about the Landspeeder, man. Those purists are bloody sad. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you saw that, hey? There was in one of the Facebook groups, I shared this land speeder I did, which was I took the Rogue Trader land speeder, right? Because I had some parts for it, and I was showing what I had, and a bunch of people were like, "Oh, well, you're missing a bunch of parts, you know, and it really should look like this." And I think and then from what I'm now kind of aware of, I think they showed me the second edition one. So I was like, "Oh wow, my land speeder's really missing a lot of parts." So okay, well, I'm just gonna use what I have available. I had some bike parts and some Razorback parts, and I essentially just kind of scrapped together what I could to fill out the rest of what I thought would be the land speeder, and I kind of made it look somewhat kind of like it was in between the Rogue Trader one and the more modern land speeder, let's just say. And yeah, and then essentially one of the overall responses is it's like, "Oh man, you've ruined it." It's like, what? I think it's fine. It's like, "No, you ruined it. You've ruined it." No, I haven't. It's like none of the pieces of none of the original pieces were harmed. They were just put glue upon. If I really had to, I could pop it in the freezer or pop it into some kind of chemical, you know, just to free off all the glue and all the other parts. But unfortunately, if I did that, it would probably melt all the plastic pieces too, I guess, whatever I used. I'd have to use the right stuff and then clear that all off. But then I'm still missing a decent amount of it, and honestly, it was just, I was just kind of looking at it, and it's kind of like, you know, I could have a land speeder right now if I just did a little bit of work to this. And then it's kind of like, why spend money on a land speeder when I already have essentially a land speeder? So yeah, I mean, it was a little bit. It was just kind of like, really? It's just kind of like, next time just wait. It's like, nah. I think next time I'll probably do the same thing. It's like, give me all those same parts. I'll do the exact same thing again. It's like, no, just wait for the other ones. No. It's like, I'm sorry, but you have to answer in the form of a question. But thanks for playing. Like Jim Carrey's the Riddler. All right, Enigma, riddle me this. I got a riddle for you. A riddle for me. Yeah, you've got to get every single part. Like, you got to hunt down all of the original parts and just those parts. You have to make sure that you're finding somebody that's selling just the parts that you're missing, not all of the parts, because you have some of the parts. So make sure that you get just the parts that you're missing, because that'll be a really easy find. So once you've scoured the internet to find these like 3 parts that you're missing, or like the drivers and stuff like that, now you are allowed to build your miniature. It's like, well, I already did it. What do you mean you already did it? Yeah, I just used some Razorback parts, and I just kind of made it my own. And it's like, but that's not Rogue Trader. Wait, I thought Rogue Trader was all about building your own stuff and scratch building and making everything sort of custom. And there was no real sort of uniform look to anything in Rogue Trader. I thought that was the whole spirit of Rogue Trader. Am I wrong? Yes, you are wrong. Rogue Trader is only about using the models as produced originally by Games Workshop, the way that they produced them, and not creating anything yourself. What about that, like, deodorant grav tank? No, you're misunderstanding. The deodorant grav tank, that, you're allowed to make those. Oh, you can make deodorant grav tanks. Well, then that's just my deodorant grav tank. No, it's not. You didn't make it out of a deodorant bottle. Well, let's just say I did. Oh man. You completely just ruined it. You've ruined my childhood. That's what it was almost like. It was like, you've ruined my childhood. Oh, that's not the way that it looked, the way I remember it when I saw it in a magazine. Ah! I was considering getting that app or whatever, paying for that thing, because I had a little bit of extra money. And because I pretty much figured that no one was going to chip in for that. So it's like, well, okay. So, I don't know, do I have to pay for the Droid cam thing on my phone, or do I pay for it on my computer, on the website? Do I, like, on both? Oh, that'd be horrible. You have to pay for it on each phone that you plan on using. So if you want to use a different phone, you want to make sure that you buy it only on that phone. That'd be hilarious. Oh, whoops. Let's make sure that does not scrape down the back of that. So we're going to go over some areas with some second coats. And if you're like, why didn't you thin that? It's like, there's already medium in this. I already mixed medium into the pot. So it is pre-thinned. But Slathe, you can't do that. It's not in the rule book. It doesn't see that in the rules. So who's around? We got Jackler probably. I think we've got Skeptical Skeptic. Did anybody catch the short story that I posted up on YouTube? The Siege of Volstrom, starring Darkseer and his team of Marines, and they're all alone. Oh no, what are we gonna do, Darkseer? I have a plan. What's that, Darkseer? Gets beaten up. What did everybody think of those new Marines that were announced? I kind of like them. I like the heavy intercessors. Because I was kind of waiting for Gravis to get a little bit of attention, because it was just so hideous when it came out. It just looked terrible. And so I'm actually fairly pleased that they've made some aesthetically enjoyable Gravis models with those heavy intercessors. That new captain looks pretty good. I've not gone back to the fixed audio. I'll listen to it tonight. Okay. Yeah, I all I did was I just went back to the original cut, boosted the narration a little bit. I left the music the same, and I just didn't add in the warfare, like the gun noises. I don't know what to call it. You know, like the artillery and stuff in the background, because I guess those all the layers of that did cause some problems with the audio. And when in the first draft that I put up there, I noticed that on some of the the audio when I was speaking or speaking loudly, it would crackle my speakers. It sounded terrible. So I ended up and the reason for that probably was because I raised the audio in the first video and then had raised it again in a second render, rather than just raising it to the appropriate level in the first render. So I think it just caused some really strange sound sort of errors and complications. But yeah, I was thinking of getting that app. I just need to kind of walk myself through it and figure that one out, so then I can, I guess, do painting and it won't suck so hard. Captain with Mastercrafted Bolter looks pretty good. Yeah, I thought it looked really nice. I like I was gonna say the Crapton. I like the Crapton with the things. The Crapton looks good. He's looking good. So I need to get this area here, a little undersuit part. Then we're just gonna paint a happy little bush right here. And I think that handle could probably do a better one because it was just too thin. It was too much tuna. Okay, so I might want to do the skull and these keys as well, and the belt buckle, just so that way there will be a little bit more differentiation. And I think I might need to do like one more tiny thin coat over top of some of the areas, and then I think we will be done that. Except for no, I've got to do the face mask. I've got to do I've got to do that. So I'm gonna have to grab Example Marine, so that way I get it on the right side. Because I'm pretty sure, based off of the way that it looks, based off of the design of his mask there. Oh yeah, there's also this knee. But based off of the design of that mask, I'm pretty sure he's wearing a Tacticus faceplate, even though he's wearing Phobos armor. So it's really kind of strange combo there. I mean, not really. I mean, considering the larger history of Space Marine models, but looking at the current range and the way that everything seems to be very helmet oriented, I would want to say it is the out of the norm for one of their models to be using a helmet that's not paired to like the armor that they have in just the late things. Okay, so let's give that a little bit of black. And then I think maybe this pendant, that might be a good idea. I'm probably going to want to do that in like a gold or a brass sort of thing. So once again, just anything just to be able to break up the colors a little bit, make them stand out from each other as much as possible. Layers, shading. Where are you? Show yourself.
Baneblade!
Oh, wow, oh, Colossus. Oh, wow, Colossus. You just got me, mate. Okay. Now, I guess I'll do these parts. These are going to be a pain, aren't they? Okay. Okay. Now, do a couple more coats on those areas that needed them. Well, not a couple more coats on the areas, just one more coat on those areas. And then I actually am at the end of this. I'm probably going to need to fix up some of the tips of his jacket, sort of thing, because some of those have actually worn down already. Maybe I just did them too thin, or maybe I did them too thick. I don't know. I didn't do them just right. They weren't in that Goldilocks zone of a painting layer. Okay, so I'm gonna go get example marine. Okay, we've got good old example marine. So the black part of the mask is the bottom left part. But then there's also this filter here, which that part gets painted too. That part gets painted black. Yeah, it's weird. He's got the same type of mask that the lieutenant has, where they're clearly wearing what looks like, at least in my opinion, a the Tacticus faceplate, but then they're wearing Phobos armor, and they have these filters. Okay. Because he's got the raised hand there. This is going to be... Okay, come on. I'm not sure what's going on with the shading today. There's crazy shadows going on. Actually, just to, just to break completely clean with it, that's why I had to leave. It's because there's shadow creatures. But apparently, that's why I went to Twitch. Shadow creatures. Need to call the Ordo Armorius. They'll execute Marines for mismatched armor pieces. Is that the what? Okay. I think I've got that covered then. And then... Nope. There's a couple under angles that got missed. Oh, yeah. As I look at the buckle that's on the book here. The book buckle. I remembered I was going to do the belt buckle. Let's get the belt buckle. So that way it stands out a bit better. I'm probably going to do that with brass and gold after anyway. Because I think that will probably, with the color coordination and all that, the gold buckle will look probably the most iconic. I don't know if that's the right word there. It'll look the most memorable or familiar, which isn't a bad thing. I don't think looking familiar is a bad thing. I don't need it to be like glowing purple blue robes or something like that. There's gonna be kind of like almost there's almost gonna be like a Robin Hood-esque-ness to it. Oh yeah, and then let's get the gloves. We got 5 people watching, so I am Slathe the Space Marine. If you are here for the first time, I am not the epic narrator. I'm here mostly because I wasn't able to get onto YouTube from Streamlabs. I am painting my Space Marines. I don't know where to go from there. so we've almost got a little glove skull. Glove skull, not my glove skull. Skull glove. The gold will stand out, is what you're trying to say. Yeah, the gold will stand out. It'll do that. I'm probably going to do those in brown, I think. So there's little clips here on that are kind of putting the, I don't know, robes together. I think those would look good in brown. If they were like brown straps. That's what I think. How are we? We've been on for an hour. So who do we have here? We've got Jackler. We had Skeptical around. We've got a few people watching. I guess I'll take a moment to just kind of sit and chat for a minute and then get back to work. These are the Bloodhounds Space Marines. One of their Primaris intercessors. I don't know what's going on with the shadow today. It's pretty shadowy. Something's going on there. Something is not right. And then down below we've got Slathe, or me. Down there, there's me. That is right. Brothers, have you not ammunition? Darkseer said, as he said, and then said, and then said, and then said, and said. Oh, wow. There's another, I have another one of those. So yeah, I just posted up on a video on the YouTube channel. Was The Siege of Volstrom, a Bloodhound's story. Brothers, have you no coke? Brothers, have you no cola? Right now we have A&W root beer. Questionable at best. We can take a second. So that way I can show off this amazing purple weed. Purple weed. That's right. J.J. Abrams had the flare of the lens. This is J.J. Abrams weed. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. I'm in Canada. Oh, Canada. It's Canadian Canada. Ba-na-na-na. Ba-ba-na-na-ba. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Am I even allowed to do this? Is this gonna get... No, it's a cover of a song. It's a cover of a song band. Alright, so now, what color do I want to move on to? Do I want to do that brown? I don't know, do I want to do that brown? Or do I want to do that or do I want to keep those green? Because, like, there's these straps here. I'm not sure if, like, I can really get a great focus on it, but there's these straps right here and right here. Well, I need to clip my nails. There's one right here and right here. And I'm thinking brown might look nice. Then again, they don't look terrible in the green. So I'm not sure what I want to do there. So maybe I'll just come back to that. But it looks like there's a couple areas that actually the brown's somewhat thin, so I might need to come back with it. So brown it is. What has Brown done for you lately? What? That's right, Brown. What have you done for me lately? It's not what have you, it's what can I... No, Brown. What have you done lately for me? That's right, Charlie. Now don't worry. Your grandpa signed over all the waivers. It's just you and me now, Charlie. Go ahead, lick the walls. I'm just fucking with you, Charlie. The walls don't taste like anything. But you're gonna need a tetanus shot. And then there's those front straps. Now these ones in the back, the ones that are straps for the top of the thing, I think I'm going to leave that. You ever have a massage, Charlie? So I take it you've seen that too, hey? That video was hilarious. I forget the name of that channel. That was absolutely hilarious, though. Ah, chocolate mudmen! Chocolate mud monsters. Oh, Charlie, I have escaped from the chocolate river. Hi, Abby. We got Abby Cat sitting here giving us some support, right? You're helping? Yeah. Yeah, good girl. Okay, so now... go to this one. One of the things that I like about these new Marines, and it's a bit off-putting when you think about some of the ways that they've been over the years, is that they seem to have a lot of just like, instead of just floaty stuff, there'll be a lot more belts and straps and things on them. And the thing I like about that is that it's really practical. just because of essentially the concept of how over-engineered things are when you have magnetized leather, or something. It's like, let's add magnet locks and magnet holsters and magnet clips and all this. Is like, wow, your whole suit can magnet or what? But it's like that's a lot of engineering that goes into that, and then it's kind of like, okay, so let's just have straps. These more modern Marines. It's kind of funny. We'll just have straps. Straps? How absurd. Well, yeah, that's because we put all of our super, magnet technology into our grav tanks. What? Magnet pigs. Magnet pig, magnet pig. Okay. So a couple quick touch-up areas with this, and then we can move on to another color. And just so everyone knows, I started off this stream painting the blacks and browns first, because that's the most socially acceptable way to paint. You have to paint the black and the brown first. That's right. Because for 400 years, people were not painting black and brown first on their models. So that's right. It's the painting reparations. Painting reparations. That's right. 400 years. Oh, towing the line is going to be so fun. And what am I going to do with this sword? Am I going to make it like a metal sword and then make this part glow? Because I really don't... I'm not really a fan too much of having too many lightsabers and stuff, but I guess this is a force weapon. I don't know. Gonna have to make some decisions there. I think, either silver or brass next. I think that makes the most sense to me. Glowy swords are cool. I just try to use them very rarely, because if everybody has a glowy sword, then glowy sword kind of loses its effect or its meaning or whatever you're trying to, whatever you're trying to bring across with that, I find. If you have all of your power swords as glowy blue swords, what are you going to do your force swords as? Glowy blue swords with stripes, or purple, or green. It's like, well, so does the color of the glow indicate, I used to do power swords that kind of way, where you would paint it like black and then like white at the tip or whatever, and then with like layers of blue that get darker as they go down, and then lightning bolts, and then I got really bored with that. And then one way I liked doing was you paint it a dark metal, and then you paint lightning bolts across that, and that's just, you just paint, and it works. Or not lightning bolts, rather, but you paint like electric webs sort of thing, let's say. Arcs. So I think doing the brass next would break up a lot of the colors. So I think that could work. Like Custodes blades, I suppose. It depends on just who's painting it and how they're painting it. I mean, I don't try to get too attached to, like, this heavy metal artist painted their ones like this, or they're painted like this on the box, so therefore that's how they look. I painted power swords with a black base with a mix of silver and a light blue that gives the silver a blue shine, and go from there. Yeah, that's a way of going about it. I always kind of like doing you paint like blue lightning bolts and then lighter blue lightning bolts over top of the blue lines you did, and then you do white on top of that. And you do it very, very thin. It has to be super thin. If it's blobs, it looks terrible. But yeah, just doing like a glow to it could be a thing. Just kind of a tone. So we can come back to that, I think. I'm probably not going to be making it like OSL or anything. It's not going to be like glowing, like, wah, you know, it's not. The lightning bolt thing never appealed to you? Yeah. Lightning bolts definitely is not going to be what we're doing here. Like, this is going to be Force Sword, so it's going to be something different. And I kind of just don't want to make it a lightsaber or an ice blade kind of thing. Because I've done that a couple times, and I don't want that to be everything. But then again, that could be... That's the way it's done for the Bloodhounds. They've got the lightning, ice, laser, light, sword, saber, blade sabers. I lost that one. Dropped the ball on that one hard. Okay, so I think next color to do just to keep it going. I think silvers, because that's going to be the one that everybody needs that. So we'll do that one next. So I'll shake this up, have my smoke. The ice sword thing is something I would do on a Tau fusion blade, since they're stream of plasma. Yeah, I did the kind of ice sword thing on the Emperor sword for my Gilliman model. Because I didn't want to do like the normal orange like flames, so I painted the flames in like a blue color, just because I wanted it to kind of match the overall color. I find that with the balance of colors and the pattern and stuff overall, I find that blue usually counters things the best. It's a nice balance to things. Blue with white. So nothing fancy, I suppose, or maybe it is fancy. Who knows? You tell me. It is Lead Belcher. Yay. Fusion blades you only get from third-party sellers. Oh, yeah. Like Cromlech or Heresy. What's it called? Something Heresy. Heresy Labs. Check the Discord. Nothing going on here. Alright, so... See, the blade, or not the blade, but the handle and stuff I'm probably going to do in gold, because that just usually looks nicest. Only certain handles I'll do in green. Probably not this one, considering there's so much green on the model anyway. For a metallic, for a blue metallic, yeah. So let's go back to our Crutter brush, and I'm going to use this thing till it dies. And then I'll move on to the next one. Okay, come on. Goopy. That is goopy. Goop Troop. Woo. That's not the right song. So I'm probably going to do these silver. Let's make sure to get all the water out. I don't know if this has been mixed. I don't think it has. It doesn't have to be blue, but you can make it whatever color you want. For that kind of metallic, chromatic metals or whatever. Yeah. I usually stick away from chromatic metals. I know they look nice when like that's the plan in mind. Like if I was doing a chromatic metal model, I probably would be doing the whole thing with chromatic metal. Well, not the whole thing, but I mean like, I think you know what I mean. I'd be doing like the armor and stuff like that. That always looks nice, I find. It's not my typical technique. So it would really, as much as you want characters to stand out, it would really stand out from everything else that I've done. But that does make me kind of want to do one, though. That being said, to do a chromatic metal model. Looks nice on gray nights. Yeah. I know what you mean there. Where it's not quite just like a silver color. It's like a somewhat of a bluish one, yeah. Sorry, there, camera. I'm sure you will recover. So yeah, I'm not sure what the problem was with trying to log into YouTube from Streamlabs today. Every time I did it, it just brought me to the Streamlabs like web page. So I wasn't even able to log in, which normally I would be doing this on YouTube. But I guess it's we'll just wait until it fixes, and then for now it's time to branch out, I guess. We'll do Twitch. I mean, I guess so far, so good. What started it up and already got how many followers or followers, not subscribers. I need to get my terminology right here on Twitch. I think we're off to a good start. can. We can return to YouTube and do that. Oh, wait. And about the standout thing, certain units want to stand out, like the multi-part blade guard. Veteran kit drops. I convert them with Medusian Immortal shields, iron hands, shoulder pads, and iron hands. Still, it's power axes. That unit will look so cool. Very different from the standard blade guard veterans that everyone else has. Also make for a good centerpiece of the army. Oh yeah, definitely. With all that, I would wholeheartedly agree. I didn't do a lot of alteration to any of those, really. I was just kind of like, you know, I just kind of want to make sure everything fits. With this kit, I didn't really have a lot on hand, I think. Well, that's probably a lie. I probably had lots on hand, actually. I mean, like, what did I change, now that I come to think about it? Because I really wasn't a big fan of the captain. I'm trying to think of what I did change. I did a head swap. I took one of the captain's heads and did whatever kind of trimming I needed to do to then apply that into the Judiciary, because that whole face mask thing is that thing looks just not happy about that. The captain's shield looks silly. Yeah, I find it weird how he's holding his shield from the top. It's kind of like, Captain, did anyone tell you how to use a shield? Yeah, you put it in front of you, like this. There's a handle. A handle? Why would I need a handle for a shield? But yeah, I do think that looks ridiculous. And I think that the Judiciary model, I think that one just kind of looks like a librarian. I think if they just kind of didn't make up Judiciary and they were just like, it's a librarian, probably would have worked better. So, like, now we've got this whole mess that we have to deal with of, well, he's a chaplain trainee. He's becoming a chaplain. And in addition to being a trainee chaplain, he also does the will of the chapter master. And it's like, what? And he took his shoulder pad off on purpose because he needs to take his shoulder pad off to be able to do decapitating swings. Because as far as we know, no Space Marine has ever managed to do a decapitating swing prior to the Judiciary removing the shoulder pad. That's because that's why he did it, according to the designer. He purposefully removed the shoulder pad to be able to do that. Okay, and there's going to be little parts of the helmet, or the mask. And of course, as I'm fully aware that, like, the camera is not perfect and I'm gonna have to pay for the droid cam app and all of that, so that way I can bring the video quality up to a higher standard. There's gonna be pictures in the Discord. No, I got it on the mask there. So I'll be able to have that cleared up and look much better. After I add black to where I just added silver accidentally. Urgh! Brother Marines, we return again for doom. I don't mind, but he could have just resisted the ground. Makes sense. Considering the thing probably weighs a ton. But the skeleton on it is what I dislike. Yeah, the skeleton on it that is a space marine. He uses a human shield. So I think that's it for the silvers. If I'm missing something, I might want to go back and do that later, but I can do that later. Okay. Now we're going to move on to brass. That skeleton, it's just Rogel Dorn. Oh, yeah. Pretty sure it has its hands, though. Exactly, Rogel Dorn. Too small to be a Primarch. It's too big to be a space station. That's no moon. That's Rogel Dorn. That's no moon. That's a Baneblade. That's no moon. I know the silence is probably brutal, but at the same time, I was considering getting like the royalty-free music that I was using on my last painting streams, but at the same time, those are also kind of like burnt into my soul now, and it's like I'll never forget them. So I think I'm just gonna try to therapy myself into trying to. Silence therapy. It's like, I can't get this at an angle where there isn't a shadow. belt buckle. I think I want to do these keys as well. Kind of the gold keys always. That's always kind of something. But then this guy's gonna look like Link or something. Whatever. You know, if somebody's just like, wow, your librarian looks like Link. Well, excuse me, princess. Dun dun da da dun 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 dun. Okay, let's get Legend of Arrow here. Oh no, he said it. Oh no. He said the word. And then get the underside of that pendant. At least get it somewhat. I don't really have to worry about a captain or a librarian since the Master of the Forge is going to be a thing again. So Tech Marines. Oh, nice. My Tech Marine, my Master of the Forge model, if you know what I mean, the Tech Marine with the harness, because that used to be Master of the Forge, I'm pretty sure. The Flamer part came off of his harness, so I'm just gonna have to repair that. Or I don't repair him, and I get some Primaris Marine parts, and I scrap him, and I make him cross the rubric Primaris. Whichever one happens first. It's pretty much that's whichever happens. Either I fix it, or I turn him into a Primaris Marine by scrapping him. So it's probably better that I fix him. The one with the conversion beam? The one with, like, the Dr. Octopus suit. So he has, typically he's got an axe, and maybe a bolter, and then, oh, I forgot to add silver on this trim here. I can go back for that. Definitely not the cleanest application, but it's better than nothing. That's pretty much the motto. Paint, typically, is better than no paint. Typically. I was just thinking I might want to do those edges of the book in that too. And this brass is getting a little bit dead, so I'm just going to put a little bit, another little squeeze of it. Because there's not too many other areas. I don't think there's actually any. I think that's just that one if I want to do that. So I'll add a little bit here, so it's a little bit less goop than the other one I have got on the palette. The only problem is this brush is getting just to be dead now. Come on. Come on, brush. You still have life in you. Hear me, baby, hold together. Okay. It's going on a little thick, but you know what? It's on a flat area. I'm not too worried. Oh no, it's really super thick. I'm sure the details on that completely flat surface were also lost in the process of me painting thick on those corners of a book. Oh, I've ruined it. Yeah, just ruined it with too much tuna. Just a quick one over just to see. I guess there's that, which I need to do in black. There's a couple areas that I forgot. Back of the backpack. There is a librarian symbol on his backpack. Robin, look. The librarian signal. Well, that seems recognizable now. And then, how are we doing for time? Epic Narrator is starting in 2 hours. So we have plenty of time to finish this one model. We've got lots of time. We don't need to rush at all. So who do we got left? We got Jackler. Jackler, are you still here? Or Neffy84. I'm just going to call you Neffy, if that's alright. And... another momentary break brought to you by Justin Trudeau. Let's pull out some of our purple weed. This is looking alright. I mean, obviously it's not all the way there, and it could, you know, there's some things it'll need to do to get all the way there, but it should be good. And then after, we can all hang out on Epic Narrator's stream and watch what he's painting. Canada. Okay. That was like barely funny. But it was good enough for me. Okay, there's a tiny little bit. There's like a little buckle thing. Where's the wet paint? Right there. Okay. Just a little, not buckle. There's a little end piece right here. So I'm just going to give that just a little touch of the brass, just so it doesn't get forgotten. Just the forgotten detail. And yeah, I'm going on kind of thick with this paint, but whatever. You know what? It will survive. It will survive. As long as it knows how to love, I know it will survive. So I want to fix up those, or finish up those silvers that I missed. And then I guess there's also a couple areas that I want to finish up with the blacks. There was that right shoulder pad, which was just sort of exposed from the camo cloak there. So I want to make sure that I'm getting that hit with the black. Otherwise, it's like, why has that guy not got the proper color scheme? He's a character? He wasn't there on Paint Your Shoulder Day. That's why both of his shoulders have paint job problems. So yeah, that shoulder's done now. Probably pulled out way too much silver, but that's fine. At least it's not too much tuna. Kind of want to hit this shoulder with some more silver again. It's just on a couple spots there. I don't want to go overboard with it. That looks better. Okay. Now, because if we're gonna, I guess I'll probably just do this. I'll do the lightsaber thing. And then I'll do the squigglies in a different color. I guess that makes the most sense. Unless I do it in silver and then I do the squigglies in bright blue. So like, let's see if we can get this to focus. No, because it's just black. There's no way you can see the details. So if I were to do this in like a dark metal, and then I were to do just the runes, just the seals, in like the same way I would do a plasma gun or a plasma pistol's cell, that might work, because then it would be different. And it's the way that I've done them on some other ones. And I find one of the most important things with me doing my painting or my collection, I want to make sure that things are consistent. So then there's actually like a set pattern or thing. It's not kind of slapped together in whichever way. Now I may want to get like a brighter metal just to highlight this, considering I'm using not the darkest of metals really, but I'm using a darker metal. And it's funny how I talked myself into and then out of doing like a lightsaber blade in like a moment. It's like, yeah, I'll do that. Actually, no, I'm not. And so then this part here, I'm gonna do in layers of blue. So I would say that looks like that for the metallics. Although wait, I think I might want to break up this gold a little bit down at the bottom of it, because there's this part that kind of bugged me because it's like a pipe. So I think I'm gonna, no, and that gold or that brass was a little bit thick, yeah. So I'm just gonna just hope for the best on that part. There might be some flaws in that sense, but you know what? I think we'll all manage. We'll all survive. Okay, so now we could move on to gold highlight, possibly. could move on to those blues. I might want to get a bunch of blues, or then again, even just a 2 blue would work. A 2 blue with a white would work. And then what else am I gonna need here? I mean, flesh after that. I need flesh. And then a cleanup and a wash and all that. So yeah, gold or blue? Ah, the green cloaks. Make me think of Dark Angels. Ugh. A&W, root beer. It's a Pepsi product. Yeah, inferior. Ah, the taste of inferior product. So, I'm kind of thinking it's either going to be doing the gold highlights or doing the blue on the sword. What do you think we should do? I'm gonna smoke a bowl and take a piss. Hopefully we've all figured out that by the end. Because, I mean, really, like, these stages are all kind of just... They're all kind of the same step. So they could be done in any order. Sometimes it's just a matter of getting some things done and... Blue sword, hey? Alright, well, Jackler says blue sword. I think that's what we'll do. Okay. Be right back. brother Marines. We have returned again. Because I also needed to take a shit. Yeah. So, now, as we return to streaming. Streaming shit. Okay, so, I'm not sure if I want to keep keep the book brown, but then again, maybe I do. Maybe I do! So, we're going to do the sword. How's our brush looking? Not pretty. It's looked better. So we're going to be using our game color Stormy Blue. It was a dark and stormy blue. So let's get our blue here. Not going to need very much of that, really. It's just a tiny little bit on the sword. I'm trying to get the paint to kind of stick the bristles together because of the kind of the poor condition of my brush right now. So we're just gonna get that rune detail. And sometimes it's kind of hard to tell where I've put it, because this blue is, it's not like super, super dark, but at the same time it's still that kind of dark, where when you put it onto the silver, I mean, like, you know, it's like, can't you tell where you're putting it on? It's kind of like, yeah, but in certain spots it almost kind of goes on, and it's almost kind of like, wait, was that just the spot that I missed? Is that a part that's still black? And you go over top of it and you pull the paint off. So yeah, at some point, I guess we'll have to figure out how is Slathe gonna get the droid cam thing? So then I can have, I guess, better droid cam? So it, because I don't know. Does it look shit? I thought it looked fine when I was looking at it. I mean, of course, there was parts where it was out of focus, but I mean, I thought it looked fine. Okay, now for this part. This part seems like it's going to be tricky. Just because I've got to hold the model in a really weird way. Just to be able to see the underside. And then, on top of that, I've got to get this color. There's lots of there's lots of shadow as well, so it's hard to see where it's been applied to. I also need to get a desk lamp, I guess. Oh, that's better. Should have just done that angle from the start. No, a little bit of blue on the blade. Oh no. It's literally the worst possible thing to ever happen. This isn't even at all even visible. All you would see is me painting a like you would just see the bottom of a handle, just because of the angle I need to take to see this. It's kind of funny. Enjoy watching this handle as I paint a model. It's a very high quality model and handle. Available by Games Workshop. As featured on Slathe the Space Marine. So now that's looking kind of dark, but it stands apart from it. So then we're just going to do a lighter blue over top. Alright. I might want to add just a tiny, tiny touch of white, or off-white, Ulthuan gray. So this is not going to be very much of this at all. Let's see if we can get some kind of a focused shot on that. Okay, so that's all we're gonna need to do for. That's all we need to do for that. It's done. It's finished. Okay, let's wrap up now. We still have an hour and a half. What can we get done in an hour and a half? We need to do the face still. And then a general wash. Kind of a cleanup. What was I was needing to do next? The golds. So we're going to get a little bit of this gold. Our palette here. Once again, this is... Whoa! Brush didn't get the save. That was the choice between the school bus or Spider-Man's girlfriend there, and the brush hit the ground. I was only able to save one. We're going to take some of this gold, just take a little bit of it off so that we have a dry brush kind of thing. And we're just going to go over top of all the areas where we did that brass with just a very light dry brush of each area. So that way the dominant color will become the gold. I would want to just kind of settle that one. The brass just becomes like a backup color. And then in some of these areas I'm just going to go blop, blop, because it's that book. So I'm just going to blop over the book area. Blop. Come on, blop. There you go, Jackler. I guess that's going to be your meme. Come on, blop. Black Ops. That's funny. Didn't even think about that. If only he caught Gwen Stacy as fast as he caught his phone. It reminds me of like when I was working back in like in the call center years ago, and there was this person who was like, you know, I don't like what they did with Spider-Man. They replaced Spider-Man's girlfriend with like a blonde white woman and like named Gwen, and like Spider-Man's girlfriend is Mary Jane. It's like like 2 or 3 different nerds pretty much stepped up all at once, and they were like, Gwen Stacy was Spider-Man's first girlfriend, and she was just kind of like, just kind of embarrassed that she even made this a thing. Like, it was like so everybody, what did you do this weekend? And then she's just kind of like, go over the keys. From the other side. Skull thing. I already got the book. Sword. It's gonna definitely want some of this gold. when painting gold, you definitely want to put something probably other than just black down most of the time. I mean, it'll work if you just put it on top of black. It's not the worst thing in the world. I just find it looks kind of like it looks very empty, if that makes sense. It's hard to really describe what it looks like. It just doesn't look right. That's the point. And so that's why I think you should definitely put, if you're painting gold, you should probably put brown, brass, or copper down first. You're probably going to want to put black underneath one of those colors. Like, black is still going to be used, but I just find that gold, you're going to want to step it up to gold. And then you're going to want to hit it with like a flesh wash rather than a brown wash. But this is all just my personal preference. But I find that it gives it a rosy color rather than looking like a flat kind of pencil crayon gold color. I find it ends up looking, I don't know, more real. I need to fix up this belt after. This brush is just getting tattered. I think that is it for the golds. Getting cold. Turn off the AC. Time. I've got an hour and a half. Brush condition. Armor breached. Book pages. So for that we're going to want this. And I think there's a few purity seals, so might as well just get those done in this step. So for this we're going to be using some Ulthuan Gray. Which I strongly prefer over pretty much any of the white paints, because it just being just off. So that's why I prefer using it. Also, I mean, if I'm wanting to paint something to be white and for it to be like a clean white, I will build that up from probably from either black or from gray. I'll be using a few kind of intermediate grays until eventually Ulthuan Gray, and then eventually a very light white highlight. I don't know. What should the bookmark be? I don't think it should be the same as the pages, because then that doesn't look right. So who do we got now? So who do we got left, or who do we got around? We got Jackler, I think. I think there was a few people that were around at one point. If you're just arriving, I am painting the Phobos Librarian from Shadowspear. I am Slathe the Space Marine, although it probably just says the real Slathe because of whatever reasons. Because that is the name that I went by on Twitch. Normally I'm on YouTube, but for some reason my Streamlabs just didn't want to let me do it. I was like, alright, I'm going to log out and log back in and fix my notifications. Wait, why can't I log back into YouTube? What's going on here? Okay, Twitch it is then. Which sucks, because I think I just got, like, I just got past 400 subscribers on YouTube. So I was wanting to talk about that on YouTube. But apparently I can't right now, so that's why here I am. I am Slathe the Space Marine. I am the real Slathe. Now, so we got those done. Okay, wait, what? Pages. And then this bookmark. So I don't know, I guess I'll just have to pick some color that I have. I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea what to paint it. Just paint it white, whatever. It looks like another purity seal, so just paint it like another one. It's just a white bookmark in a white book. Well, the book's brown. Well, the binding is brown. It's getting so technical now. We're almost done, actually. Just need to do some cleanups and then some washes and the face and stuff. Let's see, how's this brush doing? It's not pretty. It's tempting just to trim it so that way it's less wild. Because whatever. This brush is a goner. It's like, why are you using nail clippers on the brush and not on your, like, nasty-ass fingernails? Because I'm painting. Duh. Let's see what that did. Stank nails. Let's see, does that make any improvement? Somewhat mild improvement. Okay. Once I get rid of my spruce, I'll get rid of the spruce moose nails after I finish the stream too. uh, those are getting pretty A. Pretty A. They're getting pretty A. Hey, wow. Now considering this guy's, you only get to see like this guy's top of his nose maybe and his eyes, and I'm not gonna bother giving him glowing eyes. It's just not something I would go to the out of my way to do. And so now literally just this tiny little pocket, this little window here of his face. And if Propan was here, I could say, look, it's pink. Oh, that makes it sound like he died. If Propan was here. And then a tiny little filthy brown, which makes a nice highlight, or a first highlight. That was a little bit too much. Alright, we don't need all of that, we just need this one. We'll just make a little happy little bush right there. And okay. Get that to a dry brush state, kinda. There we go. And there's normally a step which I forgot to do, but it's fine because I will do it at the end. I normally add the flesh wash in, but I guess that'll make it a bit darker, but for this guy, I guess we're going to go a little bit lighter because he's a librarian. Then go back to our, or not go back, but then go to our Kislev flesh, or I think that's what it's called. And just want to get that to a nice point. I'm going to have to fix the bottom of that or the top of that mask now. I'm not quite getting this. That's fine. I'm going to have lots of time to be able to do fixes and stuff for the final thing. Alright, let's get a little bit of this wash. Let's go a little bit more than that. Actually, I'm also going to need it for the gold, but let's just get this face out of the way. Alright, now we're going to use a shit of this. We're going to use a shitload of this now. I want to make sure I don't want to get it onto the sword. I just want to get it onto all the gold spots. So I don't want to get it onto like the blade of the sword sort of thing. Actually, yeah, I'm going to hit this book with the flesh wash. Just to give it something a little different. I might still go over top of it later though, just to give it a deeper, darker wash. Deeper and darker wash. Oh yeah. Alright. So I think that's all the gold areas. And the flesh done. We did the flesh. And it's going to need a brown wash and some color fixes over the rest of it now. Alright, so we're in what, the final hour? Final hour. Alright, time to have a smoke. Let's look at how this is looking compared to a Marine next to him. So, I mean, he's presentable at the moment, like he could be on the table. I would be the only one that would be sitting there going, eh. other than people about the stank nails. So, not terrible so far. And then, of course, I'm not going to be doing basing on this. Like, on this stream, at least. I'm basing, doing in a completely other stage. Once I've gotten the whole thing prepared, and then it's like, alright, they're going to all be based this way. Basing day. So now we need Agrax Earthshade. I'm also going to need red and black, just for those fixes. And then there were some parts on the tips of the cloak that were already getting a bit worn, so I might just need one of the greens. Like, I'll take just the goblin green. Or maybe the Elysian green. And I could just highlight the edges or just give another coat to the edge or something like that. Just so that way it's not, there's not like a little bit of red kind of peeking through. So, we got an hour until Epic Narrator does his epic painting stream, but I guess he's not going to be on Twitch today, he's going to be on YouTube. So, that's a weird twist. Where I'm on Twitch and he's on YouTube. Weird. Who cares? Nobody cares. Nobody's watching. And then what next do I want to do? So I'm sure I want to do... Yeah, I want to do that color fix-ups. And I definitely want to do that wash. So the wash will be last. I'll do the red. Makes the most sense. So I'll fix the red areas that have gotten some mistakes on them. This is the cleanup step at this, essentially. We're on cleanup now. And then we're going to do the final wash. And then we're done. So we got an hour until Epic Narrator does his stream on YouTube. So make sure to check out Epic Narrator's stream on YouTube. Where he talks about 2nd edition and Rogue Trader 40k. And generally old school minis and lore. Sometimes he plays video games, sometimes he does painting, sometimes he does lore, sometimes he does, I think he does sit and chat sometimes. Cool guy, check him out. Alright, So we're gonna do the reds. We might as well just do the reds everywhere, really, so that way it's got a consistent red. But I mean, it's gonna be Mephiston red on top of Mephiston red, but one's spray and one's bottle. It is different. It is different. So I'm gonna try to get that to as many areas. If like I do a surface, I'm probably gonna do the surfaces around it or do the whole thing. Are you talking about me? 40k epic narrator. Oh, we've got 40k epic narrator for the first time here on the Twitch stream. Oh, what brings you to our channel? If this is the first time here, you should tell us about yourself. Do you play 40k? If so, what army do you play? And what do you like about models? Today we are painting this Phobos librarian. Let's see if I can get it. I watch Bell Ends on Twitch. So right now we're just in like the final cleanup stages of this guy. And pretty much about to wrap up. We've got an hour until 40k epic narrator has a stream on YouTube. So we're hoping to get these final cleanup steps because we're really close to being done. So we should have this done by the time he starts. Or just before he starts. So that way we can all go and watch Epic Narrator on his YouTube channel. Feel free to drop a link in the chat there for future use, I guess. That doesn't make sense though. So I guess I've like so I'm gonna have to figure out how this whole thing works. Need to fix that chatbot Xeno thing. See, I have no idea. This is my first time here, and I on Twitch. And at this point in painting, with the amount of time that's left to try to get this into to try to get this where we want it to be before we all sit around the campfire with Garf, with Brother Garf. I cannot invest my time in such things. At the moment, the more pertinent task is achieving this goal of painting this model. Did the camera just die? Why is it on 1%? Was it not charging this whole time? Oh no. Oh no. I hope my phone isn't dead. Okay, so that's... Can we rescue that? Like it's plugged in. Like the phone is plugged in right now. Might as well just get some painting done while it's trying to turn on. Ugh. Well, this is a beautiful first Twitch stream. This will be the one to remember, won't it? Remember that time you made a Twitch stream for the first time and then like your camera died? during the stream. Do you remember that? It's trying to turn on right now. It's just doing its whole boot up thing. And then hopefully I should be able to just turn the camera back on. Ah, that burns. It's one of those things where it's like, you know, if it doesn't want to go right, none of it's going to go right, you know. I'm not sure what the problem was with Streamlabs and YouTube in the first place. Oh, no. Just turned off. Well, I could bring over the really... I could pull over the one I'm using from the face cam, but I think we all know this camera is just complete garbage. So, camera's dead. That's lovely, isn't it? Great. Absolutely perfect. You know, I thought this was gonna go well, but then, you know...
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, great. So I guess I might as well just pull the stream then, because it seems the phone just died. And I'm not sure on that one, because I'm pretty sure... I thought it was on full charge, and it was also plugged in to the computer, because it's like a USB connection. So... is the camera dead now? Like, my phone is dead? Do I need to get a new battery? That's annoying. Great. Well, I'm Slathe the Space Marine, and I guess you can expect a lot of this. This is gonna be... This is it. If you want to watch somebody essentially have a series of errors get in the way and ruin everything that he tries to do, watch Slathe the Space Marine. You will have a blast watching the universe shut down this guy's good time. You will laugh, you will cry, it'll be great. So, Gene, are you on Twitch, or is this just a one-off? I don't know. I couldn't get Streamlabs to log into YouTube. It just wouldn't do it. It kept going to the OBS or the Streamlabs like web page instead of directing me to like the login pop-up or whatever. And so instead of logging into YouTube, it would just go to like the part where it shows like your my demographics kind of thing on Streamlabs, and it would just be like, okay, that's nice, but can I log in on the program? And so I tried like running as administrator. I tried a bunch of different things. And eventually I just kind of thought, well, you know, if I'm going to do a stream and if I only have so much time, you know, I'm just going to, you know what, I'll just log into Twitch, and I'll do a Twitch stream And then who knows where it goes from there. Maybe I'm on Twitch now. And not by choice, really, but just by circumstances due to me not being able to log into YouTube. It's like, geez. Can something go right today? I'm sure something will go right today. And what that will be is later when we're done, we'll go watch the epic narrator. And everything will just be better. Because it just will. Because it'll be a better show than this. Trust me. Because if you're a lurker, and if you're not somebody who knows what I'm talking about, you'll go watch that and you'll be like, wow, why was I ever wasting my time watching that goof? I could watch this goof instead. Okay, fixing that mask. Goofs make money on stream, mate. Worried about YouTube now? Wait, can you log, like, how about that? Try it on your one. Go on, because you're using whatever. You're using, not Streamlabs, you're using OBS. See if you can log into your YouTube on your one. Because, yeah, I just couldn't do it. It was just not working. And I was kind of preferring to be on YouTube because I just got over, like, I just got 400 subscribers on YouTube. So I wanted to be addressing that on there. So I guess I'm going to have to make that into a video, kind of like how I made the 300 subscribers one using that clip from 300. So I could do that. I don't know what I'm going to do. What does, what do you do for 400? Do you do anything? Because if 300 would have been, or 300 subscribers would have been, you know, that, like, Leonidas or Leonides, however people are pronouncing it. Give away your arse? I think 400, yeah, do something. Well, I mean, I'm not sure what to do. I mean, like, what kind of clip would be appropriate for 400? Do I just do 300 again? Like, it doesn't seem right. But this is looking nice. It just needs to get that final wash. Sort of thing. I need to fix up the last couple of colors. Because, yeah, there's a part on his mask that I need to fix. And then there was his right shoulder pad, which I don't want to... Gimme your ass. Give me your ass. And yeah, some of the there were some audio problems with the first upload. There was a bunch of problems. I was having problems rendering it. I was having a bunch of problems, and I was trying to just make the video. So I redid it, and I took out some of the sounds. because I really don't want to re-record it. There's a decent bit of story there, like 40 minutes of story. It's quite a bit. Yeah, you're probably right. I probably should delete the first one. I did really like, though, how somebody was asking me. I was on Discord, and I was being asked by, oh, I guess I won't just name drop. I was being asked about the characters in the story, and I was just kind of like, oh, wow, I actually really appreciate that. Because that shows that they were paying attention to the story. And it wasn't just like a, good for you, Slathe. Oh yeah, this Play-Doh tastes delicious. You know? You know, like patronizing the little kid who made you food. Out of Play-Doh. Oh, this sure is good. Num num num. Oh yeah, now I'm remembering there was that also needed to fix up the greens. So, I'll just suck up views. Yeah, okay, let's do that right now. Let's go to this. Pull up YouTube. Go to my channel. Go into the studio. Go to my videos. And then there's the two Siege of Volstroms. One's got 19, the other one's got 12 views. We'll get rid of the older one because you can barely hear anything. And we will delete it forever. And there we go. Now only the good one remains. Oh no, I deleted the good one! No, I'm just kidding. Okay. What were we doing? Color corrections. Green. So let's just get some of this goblin green into some of those spots where the green has worn off a little bit. So I put it on pretty thin in some of these areas, so it's already kind of tipped off a little bit. So I'm just gonna apply a little bit. Do an edge highlight. There's a decent bit right here that actually just got straight missed, so I will be happy to just give that a very strong contrast edge highlight. because this is really just like a, you know, you could watch those pro painters, you could watch, you know, those people that try to do Golden Demon, you could even watch the Epic Narrator, but this isn't any of them. This is just getting the model painted, because I don't have time or the money to do those expensive paint jobs like those Golden Demon Epic Narrator paint jobbers. See, I only have the time and patience just to get it done. Hoping you like that. Really, we all gotta watch the Epic Narrator after. Give him some support. You know, he's not feeling so good ever since he got coronavirus. He didn't get coronavirus, he's fine. I probably shouldn't say that. Knowing everything, I probably shouldn't say that. There's a little bit of red you can see in the back here. I probably should have gotten that while he was off the base, but I guess it's one of those things where it's like, you'll never see this. I like your style. I'll steal that. Maybe use it every stream, every second. Also Patreon. Remember that. Patreon. That's right. Patreon. I got a Patreon where there's absolutely no rewards or benefits for signing up for it. There's just a tip jar. So if you want to support, you know, like the paint pots and replacing the brushes, you know, or getting new models to paint or something like that, feel free to support the Patreon, which don't know where I have that linked up. Doesn't really matter because it's practically a joke. But if you wanted to do that, that would be also cool. Because also I'm just super uncomfortable for asking for money. I have my pride. Need some benefits, mate. Oh, you want to be Patreon friends with benefits? I get it. I get it. I know. I know I get it. Okay, so let's do some... Because it looks weird where the other side has this highlight and this one doesn't. Okay. The camera's been dead has been dead for a while. Let's see, what's our battery power at? 14%. Because, like, it's charging. It's just, I don't know what's the deal. I'll try turning it on. Maybe the phone overheated? But yeah, it's been dead for the last little bit, actually. You didn't even notice that the camera was dead? Oh, I thought you were just painting in that position. I thought you were just, like, really, really, really trying to get that one spot. Like, you were just really dedicated to it. No, like, the model looks nearly different. It's almost done at this point. It's almost done. Oh, it's funny, though. Alright, I think I just need to give it its final wash now. And then, of course, like, the base and all that, but I mean, like, I'm just gonna leave that. Ugh. Come on, camera, turn on. I'm trying to turn on the camera. We'll do a last wash, and then I think that's it. And then if the camera doesn't turn on, I'll just let it charge for a bit, and then I'll take a picture in a bit, and I'll put it on the Discord. Can someone help me out with possibly a link to the Bloodhounds Discord? Even though, I mean, it's just you and me, I think, and maybe Epic Narrator, but still. Just for the principle of it, could someone help me out and put the Bloodhounds Discord in the chat? I would appreciate it a lot. Oh, it turned on. Wait a minute. Do we have... We have picture! Aha! There we go. Thank you, Jackler. Thank you. I appreciate the assistance with the Discord link there. Alright, now we're going to do our final wash. Oh, no, it just died again. Yeah, I'm beginning to think that the battery is dead. I need to get a new phone battery. And that's probably the problem. Well, that's a little bit disappointing, though. It is one of those, like, what are you going to do moments. I mean, like, I could shut down the stream, I suppose. Right? Because it's like, if you can't see what's going on, there's not there's not too much of a point, other than just knowing when I'm done. It's like, oh, well, like, he just finished, because I heard him say he was done. I didn't actually quite see it, though. So I can't really confirm if he's finished the model. Let's pull a little bit of this wash down here onto this boot. That's way too much. Yeah, because I'm thinking, like, if the camera's dead, it's kind of just watching a small window with a frozen thing. So it's kind of defeats a lot of the point of everything that was done. Of all the efforts, it's all very, very much defeated. So, I'll just wrap this up, because this is pretty much done anyway. So, just get this last little bits of wash just onto the gloves, just so I can get a little bit of a stronger contrast on them. Maybe in these pages. And then, oh, yeah, the back of these seals. I want to make sure that everything's hit appropriately. Not drowned, but at the same time not left unshaded. So, I think that is done. I will, because this is hilarious, because it's like, geez, can't you get a working camera? I thought I had one. Okay. Maybe we'll... Do I go up to this camera? No. Alright, so we got 30 minutes until Epic Narrator starts his stream. As my name is Ian, I hereby recognize librarian Ian Zachariah as unofficially Jackler. Well, Jackler, no shit. No shit. I want to be the chaplain. Nope. That's one of my favorite models, that librarian. Oh, well, what a weird coincidence that his name happens to be Ian. I'm just gonna claim that's me. No. It was very, very, very clearly stated. So, we're gonna take it off of here. Release. There we go. Release! We're gonna bring him over with our, I was about to put him under the camera, pointlessly. Bring him over with our paint test marine. Okay, so let the phone just charge for a second. We can just hang out, because we got half an hour. Ignorant arson. You know what they say about people named Ian? They're always being Ian. So let the phone charge for, I don't know, a few minutes, because we have half an hour until the main attraction, until the real star of the show appears and gets out of their trailer. Except when they're being Jack. You don't know Jack. And I think you were asking me about how I was helping paint Necrons, and I honestly think they look really cool. I helped a little bit because she didn't know what kind of direction to go in. She wanted to pick the colors, so I kind of helped her, and I was like, well, what you could do, so she started with the Necron Warriors, so just kind of picture this along in your mind, if you will. These were the steps that were taken for the Necrons that are going to be Nikki's Necrons. Nikki's Necrons, or Phoenix Fire. You can check her out in the Discord. We're gonna, when we get the models all painted up, we'll put them up there. I think they look sweet. So painted them. Started off with a brass color. So painted them brass. Then went over the brass with gold. Then went over that with the flesh wash. She ended up spilling my flesh wash, so I need to go get another one. About half of the flesh wash spilt over. And she actually tried, because I was doing other things at the time, she actually pretended it didn't happen until I found out. So she's getting another bottle of that, most definitely. Classic wash. Classic wash spill. I mean, it's like somebody sits down. They're painting their first models for the first time, and they have a wash and they knock it over. Yeah, seriously. And then that usually turns that it happens to all of us. No, it's great. It's actually great that I wasn't there to hover and be like, I walked in after and was like, ha 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 ha, thanks for buying me a new thing of wash. Like. And then. So they're that nice gold color. Then the shoulders are going to be done in, I forget what blue she used, in a darker blue. So that blue and gold kind of Egyptian look. And then the guns, she wanted to do the guns the same way they are kind of on the box with the green glow paint. So that, it's like, geez, can we, like, make a new scene or something? Does that work? Can we just, like... There's, like, nothing going on here. So let's just do this. We're still here. We're still talking. Oh, don't worry. We've not gone anywhere. We're just gonna... Wait, which one do we want? We want... Okay. So which camera is it that I have on this one? Video capture 1 is that one. Okay. So, video capture. Because I'm just thinking, it's like, at this point, if the camera's dead, I might as well just be like this. At least for the moment. Like, I might as well just be like this. That's right.
Baneblade!
Full blast right in my ear, Baneblade. Oh, Colossus. Oh, you got me, Colossus. You got me, but you didn't get me, actually. Because I finished painting the model. So, Colossus, Dr. Colossus. So, Doc, you didn't actually get me. But thanks for the bits. Oh, Doc Colossus. Oh.
Baneblade!
Oh, you got me, Jackler. Oh, you got me, Jackler. You gave me 1,000,000 bits for that? 1,000,000,000, zillion, gajillion, infinity times 11 bits? Thank you so much, Jackler. What's the phone at? It's 21%. See, I don't know. I think like the phone battery is just shit. I'm pretty sure it's ballooning, so I need to get a new Samsung battery for my phone, which is probably going to be like what, $12 or something. But it's just like, geez, you know, like when everything is falling apart, computer monitor falls apart, game controller falls apart, the phone is falling apart. Streamlabs is falling apart and I can't go and stream on Streamlabs. It's like, wow. Maybe it's a sign. Let's see, can we get, it's on 21%. Let's see if we can get the camera on. So that way I don't have to go with blur cam here. I can maybe show the thing, or I could take a picture or something at least. At very least, take a picture. Come on. So then how does this work? Then I gotta download this and then upload it to YouTube? Great. Upload this 3-hour video to YouTube. Yeah! Slathe is now on Twitch. Said nobody ever. Also, check out this weed grinder. It's a Pokeball. Everybody Pokemon. Bum ba da bum ba da bum ba da bum bum ba da bum ba da bum 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 ba da bum ba da bum bum ba bum ba da bum ba da bum bum ba. Android is upgrading. So I think my phone is something's wrong with my phone. Definitely. I guess I need to get a new phone. Ugh. That's expensive. Getting a new phone. Even getting a used phone is expensive. It's all bullshit. So we've got Jackler, we got Garf, we got 40k Epic Narrator, the Epic Narrator. Let me just clear that up. Actually, the Epic Narrator. There are many imposters that believe they are epic, but they are not quite as epic as the Epic Narrator. See, I'm not sure what the deal is there, yeah. Seems like the phone is a little bit warm. So maybe that's why it turned off. Because it was overheated. But then again, it was at 0%. So I'm thinking maybe it wasn't charging. Let's see what I can do. Nope, the phone, even though it was at 20%, literally just, the moment I unplugged it, just turned off. So, I guess I'll just wait till that doesn't be stupid, and I guess we'll wrap this up. That's kind of depressing. I can't even take a picture of it right away to show everybody. Normally the phone is not this stupid. I don't know what the problem is. Everything's not working, and now I'm just ranting, and I'm just going to be complaining about this. I know what I could do. Probably. Maybe. No, because it'll probably turn off, won't it? Maybe. We'll see. I have an idea. Okay. Okay. So what I could do, let's see. Haha, we'll just do this. And it's terrible. This is, actually, for some reason, this camera seems to look better on Twitch than it does on YouTube. And I don't know what the deal with that is. So that's annoying. So let's bring this over here. Let's try to get our model. It's still a shit camera. Let's see if we can try to at least. No, it's just still too washed out. This camera is just so washed out. It's not going to be able to. Come on. Focus on it. Use all of your camera might. Come on, you shitty webcam. Focus. Ah. Twitch has better picture. Oh, well. No, but I'm thinking is I'm even noticing it on Streamlabs is the thing. Like, not even just on Twitch, but just on Streamlabs itself. It's just odd. Because if I run, it's almost like if I run my webcam just naturally, it still looks grainy as shit. That's why I wasn't surprised at all the way it looked on when I was doing on YouTube. But now it's like, wow, it almost looks way better for just no reason at all. Okay, I'm going to try some nonsense here. Some simple tricks and nonsense. Try to get a picture. All right, I think I got some photos. Let's see if we can get those up the best we can. Bump the resolution. Okay, so now as long as nothing goes wrong here, those should send, and I should get those in a moment. And oh no. Okay, good. And then we'll just pull up images of the model I just painted. Haha! Well, that loophole where I'll just post pictures And I'll put them all in the Discord, of course. But, of course, they'll be seen here first on The Real Slathe, where you're getting the real Slathe. Oh, yeah. Yeah. There you go. There you go, Epic Narrator. That one's for you. Yeah. And I'm sure you'll love the whole story where Slathe doesn't talk like, I am Slathe the Space Marine, because that's not his voice at all. Okay, so let's... Well, that didn't work. Now that's what we started with at the beginning. So when we started the stream. Now this is where we are now. We've got a few angles here, so that's going to be the one that's the most similar. Let's see if we can get one that shows off the sword a little bit, eh? He's got the robes, a power sword. He's got a force sword, actually. He's a librarian. It's a potent psychic weapon attuned with his mind and his thoughts in his head. Is it the same one? No, it's not. He's the meme librarian. You know, like, that's not, you're not wrong with that, but probably not, you're not meaning it the way that you're right, which is, it's like, what is that supposed to mean, right? Because there's so many things that are memey about it. Like, he looks like Robin Hood with the green and then the brown and the gold, all that together. It's just, that's very memey sort of thing. It's something that you would be like, oh yeah, the Green Ranger robe sort of thing. We all kind of understand what is meant to come across from that, right? You know, that's what a meme is. Right? Memes. That's right. Nanobots, son. Nanomachines, son. We're gonna take over the world with memes. Well, I'm pretty happy with the way that this turned out. This looks pretty sweet, I'm thinking. compared to, you know. Nano memes, son. So the Bloodhound's second company now has their librarian. Ian the librarian. Being Ian. Something's wrong with that kid. Wait, isn't that Kevin Spencer? Kevin Spencer. Alright. So I guess we'll wrap this up. I don't really know. I don't know any. There are commands and shit. I don't know. Am I supposed to do something? Am I supposed to end this a certain way? I don't know what I'm doing. So I guess we're just gonna wrap this up in the way that I would know best of which to know how to do. Is that not right, Elaine? That is right. Brother Marines. Brother Elaine. What? So, 40K, Epic Narrator, is getting his stream ready. We are done here. We got our librarian. He's all painted up. He's good. So we're going to follow Epic Narrator onto YouTube, and we're gonna go watch his stream there. So if you're not me, Jackler, or Epic Narrator, and you're actually watching this, go check him out. Let's go. Let's all go. Let's all go together. All right.